Oh, here we are. Oops. I think. I'm alive. I'm telling you what, I'm red hot. That's what I am. We can't start with Space Debris because it's not an Amiga. What's been going on in the chat? What has been going on? You've just been having a competition to see who's number one in the chat. That's all you're doing. You're falling for the gamification again. I wish I was by that pool now in the Commodore advert. Yeah, I'm starting a little early because I thought it was going to take longer to set up, but here I am. Yeah, most of you got it disabled. Not Sherlock though, we can't find the button. He's going to be number one forever. Yeah, I finally bought a little add-on board for the OSSC so I could connect the Commodore 64 to it. Not that I need it anymore because I've got Lumicode mod in this, but the Lumicode mod won't capture, but this will. So it doesn't look as good, but it looks okay. It flickers a bit. It's got a little bit of like, I don't know if you can see the glitchy lines on it. You can't find the setting. You're just going to be number one forever because you can't turn it off. Blimey. Yeah, it's proper Summer Solstice Commodore 64 stream. How about that? Can you see all the little glitchy lines on the screen on this? You know, quite evident on my monitor. Yeah, I don't know if that's just Commodore 64 or what, but that's the way it is. Yeah, it's a bit more prominent on the monitor. Yeah, so it's an S-video input, but it gets converted to RGB, which then gets converted to digital, which then gets sent to you. So like I said, the Lumicode mod's brilliant, but I can't capture it, so this is the alternative. It's Mr. Juzza! And we're getting a bit of Robocop 3, because I've been, well, I did that video about Robocop, but then I've just played Robocop Rogue City, which was brilliant, loved it. I'll turn it off when I can find it. Yeah, I don't know if you're ever going to find it. Will you ever find it? I don't know. But yeah, Robocop 3! So yeah, I've just played through Rogue City. And I can highly recommend it. It's a very good game. And it's very Robocop, it's very 80s. And it's quite good. And it's not totally all shooting. It's got loads of bits where you actually don't have the gun out and you can't shoot. And you've got to go talk to people. And it's kind of a bit like an RPG where you can kind of influence the story, but not very much, I think. So there's like, you can side with one mayor in the election or side with the other, and you can help a journalist out getting information about OCP, or you can not help her and stuff like that. So it's quite good. I quite like it. It's got all the good Robocop-y stuff. It's even got that Cobra Cannon thing from the game where you shoot big bullets. Even that's in it. So I thought I'd start with some Robocop 3. So today I think I'm gonna... Well, I've got some cassettes that I've never loaded, so we'll try them. They might never work. And I've got some games on disc that I think do work. I've got Hammer Fist on disc. Might play some of that. Everybody wants to know what kind of cassette loading. I don't know if the cassettes are going to work. I'll show you what I've got. To be honest, when you see the speed of the disc loading on Turrican, you'll be thinking it's cassette anyway. It's crazy. I've got, these are all untested so far, Rainbow Islands on cassette. I've got Golden Axe in some kind of sealed package. It's not even opened. Golden Axe. I think that's quite good on the C64. And The Untouchables. So maybe one of those will work. Maybe my cassette player doesn't work. And the discs. I did another video about the discs. I've had these for a while. I've got Hammer Fist. Hammer Fist. Oh, Trivial Pursuit. We've played that before. Trivial Pursuit. I think we went to the Amiga for Trivial Pursuit in the end, didn't we? Rugby World Cup on a green disc. Powerboat USA. Oh, look. Iridium Demolition Mission Mutants. Fist the Legend continues. Tau Ceti Bad Street Brawler. Taipan. Cirrus Chess. Oh, and then there's Night Moves pack as well. Sly Spy. Oh, I played that one in the video, Sly Spy. Midnight Resistance and Shadow Warriors. And Army Moves. God, we've got loads there to play. Absolutely tons. I know Hammer Fist works because I've played that before, so I might have a go at that, and it's a good game. And even got the cassette version, which is from back in the day. This is not an eBay purchase. This has never been on eBay. This was mine from back in the day. And I think my brother used to play it as well. It's still here. Has it still got the cassette in it? Let's check it out. It does. It's still in there. Don't know if that works though, but I've got the disc version now. Like I said, the disc loading is chronically slow, so maybe the cassette would be quicker. 50% of the stream will be loading, yeah. Part X for a 660X for a Phaser 600. That sounds so good. I don't know anything about motorbikes, but that sounds really good. It's got a 600 in it. It's a Phaser. It's got an X on the end. XT! It's XT660X. That sounds even better. Everything about that sounds cool. I've no idea what it is, but it sounds cool. Had a disc drive for the BBC, but was pure cassette on the C64 with maybe a cartridge or two. I didn't have any cartridges for C64, I think, apart from maybe an Action Replay cartridge at one point. Or it wasn't Action Replay, I think it was something else. But did have a disc drive. At one point I had 2 disc drives, but I sold one of them because it was basically useless having 2. And I've got those to play the RPGs, which I played on the Commodore 64, like this one, Champions of Kryn. Tell you what, you need to change the track yourself on this one. What do you want? Last Ninja 2? Oh yeah, why not? It's good having the Commodore 64. Oh, the sound is great on the Commodore 64. It's just really good. The Untouchables is a great game. It's Garden Maven. I remember it being good. I also remember it taking ages to load because it's got loads of, like, every game's a bit different, so it's just loading and loading. So if it works, I imagine it's going to be chronically slow to load. Hopefully it's got good loading music. I keep meaning to take my bike test, but it's expensive and long-winded. Still running a Honda CBF 125 on L-plates. Now, you see, CBF 125 doesn't sound as good as an XT660X. That sounds like a graphics card. So I'm just saying. It's Hugo who says, hey yo. And Moss 6502. The CPU that ruled the world is here. It's worth it. Sherlock says it's worth it. What's worth it? The bike? I don't know. The Great Hadouken says evening. D'evening. I'm not sure what's going on there. My son took his test this year and I envy him going out ride-outs. My 125 wouldn't keep up with him. Oh, is that your limit when you haven't had a test? Is it 125? Sherlock, you played Zybex on the C64. I played Zybex on the Atari 8-bit because that's what I had originally. Zybex was on that. I remember playing Zybex on the Atari 8-bit. The dogs here. can't see it. The dog's right underneath the camera. Oh, there he is. He's on the camera. Yeah, why did you mention Zybex? Is that on this list here? I've got Zybex. There it is. Yeah. Played that on the Atari 8-bit. Mr. Jozza says, yeah, 125cc on L plates, even though I've got a full car license. Isn't a 125 like more than enough for a motorbike? Isn't that going to be like super fast? Or am I just not knowing? It sounds like a lot for a motorbike. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because it's only got to carry you and the bike. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're supposed to be a good evening. Ah. But I typed too fast for my brain. Alright, good evening. Good evening. I get it now. Should have realised that. I thought it was some special code. Oh, you've got Zybex for the C64 on floppy. Really? I'll tell you what, let's, after Last Ninjas around, we'll put the Zybex music on. The Zybex music is really good. And it was good on the Atari 8 as well. And the game was quite good, actually. Time to grab another fan, so hot in here. Yeah, I've already got a fan on over there, so it's really good. It is currently 27.6 degrees in here now. Got a thermometer in it. I think the dog's loving it now. He likes it hot, but not too hot. 27 degrees? That is too hot. But hey, let's see if the equipment survives. I have aircon in my workshop man cave. Oh my god, everybody's invited to Mr. Jozza's because he's got aircon. Are you sitting there shivering? Limited speed on the 125. Surely it goes fast enough. 125 will only get up to 60 or thereabouts. Downhill and with a following wind. Really? I thought it would have done better than that. That's weird. Saying that though, you get to 50 or 60, that's pretty fast. It's faster than cycling. Aircon, I cannot express how jealous I am right now. Yeah, I just went to Tesco before to do some shopping and I was like, I wanted to stay in there because it was freezing. Whole shop's just... I don't think it's any different temperature than it normally is, but it's like, it's great. And then you step outside and then get a heat wave. I think it's not going to be as hot in the next... Well, after this few days. But OMG. OMG, let's put Zybex on. This is a brilliant tune. Adam Gilmore. I think he did the Atari 8-bit. Yeah, it's him. He did the Atari 8-bit and the Commodore 64 tune. Yeah, like I said, the game was pretty good. I think I did play it on the Atari 8-bit. I've got a memory of playing it in the house we lived at the time. And I think it was on the Atari 8-bit. Yeah, I think it was. Had Zybex on cassette first, yeah. All my Atari 8-bit stuff's gone. I think it was all sold to get the Commodore 64, so... I was looking through on YouTube at some videos of like... There was a video of like every like Atari 8-bit game, or not every, but loads of them. And I was going through them to see if there's any I remember. And there was a few like, I didn't remember the name of that. And I was looking at it and I thought, these look weird. I don't remember them looking like this. And then I realised... I think when I had the Atari 8-bit, we had a black and white television to plugged into it, like a little portable. So I don't think I ever saw any of the games in colour. So when I look at the games like that, looks really weird. It doesn't look right. But I think that's the problem. I think all my memories of the Atari 8-bit are mostly in black and white. So that's the problem. But there was definitely a few. There was one, and it was the Great American Cross Country Road Race, it was called. I didn't remember the name of it, but I remember there was a game with like you were driving, and yeah, it looks quite good. I had a dream about a week ago, and you were in it. Oh my god, this doesn't sound good. Are you supposed to be announcing this in public? You had this big house, and I would make myself at home in whenever I wanted. Great, but then stuff started going missing from the house. And things turn weird, so I stopped going. Sounds like it just sounds weird. Well, there you go. That is weird. Were you nicking the stuff, or was someone else nicking it then? Will you stop going because you'd stolen all my stuff and then didn't want to get caught? It's got some of the other tunes from the game here. Oh, I don't remember that one. Maybe that's high score tune. I don't remember this either. Oh, there's other tunes here. It wasn't me, Gov. Oh, that's when the level started, I think. Or was that when the level started? Don't know. Maybe that was the level ending. But there you go, Zybex. What a great thing. And... oh, we got the ocean loader. We've got to have that. That's exactly what a thief would say. Exactly. It wasn't me. That's exactly what a thief would say. That's how witch hunts start, isn't it? Well, if the witch says she did it, she's a witch. And if she says she didn't do it, well, she's obviously a witch. So, witch hunting doesn't go well for the witch. Or the person who isn't even a witch. I'm being accused of dream thievery. Well, you started it. Where did that stuff go? I want it back. Well, at the moment, I've got too much stuff. I had to move so many things out of this room because the Commodore 64 is taking up so much space. Look, hang on. Where is it? It's just massive because I've got the cassette player and the disc drive. So I didn't really have anywhere to put my drink down. So yeah, it's taking up a lot of space. I had to move the PlayStation out, the Amiga 1200, and some other stuff as well. And I had to go looking for the discs and stuff. So it was Wednesday's minions have left it. Well, she's here. She's propped up on the power supply down here. So yeah, and there's just a massive wiring because I've got headphone. Like there's 2 power leads for this. There's cassette. There's disc drive lead. That's the video out. And I've got joystick. And there's still a few Amiga cables lying around. Plus there's everything going to the computer as well. It's horrific. I didn't think a Commodore 64 setup was going to be so crazy. But here it is. Be interested to see if my disc drive still works as well. I was looking for the discs before and I opened up a box. I was like, what's in here? It was two Commodore 64 motherboards that I don't have cases for. I don't think they're complete. I have to do an audit of everything I've got Commodore 64. This is mine, this one works. I've got another C64C that I can't remember. I've got a Commodore 64 normal up there, and that has stopped working. So I think, because these are more reliable, I'm sticking to it. This one's gone super yellow as well. And I don't think I'm going to bother with retrobiting anymore, because it just undoes itself. I think it's maybe because it's been kept with the dust cover on. So, doesn't like. I think when you put them in the dark, they get dark. They go a different colour. Still, here we are, making ourselves at home in your big virtual house, steadily stealing your sanity. So it all checks out. Yep, that's the way it goes. I've got 2 more ocean loaders. We might hear an ocean loader in a bit. I don't know. Lemmings chilling, yeah. There wasn't any room, so they've gone on top of the C64. I don't think it gets super hot. Oh, it is getting a bit hot. Let's move them out of the way. Let's not let my Vic overheat just because of some lemmings. Where can these guys go? You're going to have to go here. It's like I'm playing with dolls. I literally am playing with dolls. Oh, they're making a right mess. There we go. You can sit on sit on Wednesday's knee. There we go. You probably can't see that. Hang on. Oh, yeah, the microphone's in the way. There you go. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Sitting, sitting on Wednesday's lap sounds like a death wish. You bet. You bet. You bet. When's the new series out? Sherlock, the #1, says Lemmings chilling on the C64. Yeah, they are. Vader loader. You did not inject song lengths to those SIDs, then you can play them one by one. Oh, okay, no need to manually change. Well, or is it just a play mode? There's a play mode. Timer mode, MNR. Hang on, let me try this. It says mode MNR, what's that? Repeat? Space Invader loader. Oh, well. Let me just try this. Oh, M and R. What's M? R. I don't know what it means. M and R. Try change to N. Well, we're on N, so in a minute. Well, at 3:05, we'll see if it goes to the next one. N is next, yeah. So what's R? Repeat. And what's M? Manual, maybe. But that's the same as repeat because it kept repeating. Here we go. Oh! It did. It changed to... It just changed to what was under the cursor, I think. Maybe. Which is Blood Money. Which has got completely different music on the C64. I think, to the Amiga. But it's pretty good. Are all these tunes from floppy? No, they're coming off. Well, they would be. It's a floppy image, but it's stored on a cartridge. So I could load these from a disc, but I haven't got them on a disc. But yeah, I'm loading them off a cartridge. But yeah, this PSID thing, you can if you stick that on a floppy and then just load it up with SID tunes, you can do this. But I have tried this off I built the image, I think, on the PC. Because I think Vice has got a thing for building up a floppy image. So I think that's how I selected these songs and built them all up. I can't remember where I got them from. I think there's a SID archive you can download. It's got every SID tune in the universe in it. So no, these aren't coming off the floppy, but they could. HVSC collection, yeah, I think that's what it is. So I've just cherry-picked enough that would fit on a floppy, but the floppy is actually being loaded off the back bit. But I am going to try real floppies. I'm going to try real. It's going to be crazy. After we've listened to a few more of these. Has this got any other... Yeah, because this is like... It's got 12 tunes in it, but actually... They're actually the sound effects for the game. Or the... Oh. Weird. So there's only one actual tune. What else have we got? Ghosts and Goblins. Do you have Jiffy DOS? No. Never used Jiffy DOS. I didn't even know about that until I saw that on Adrian's Digital Basement. I didn't even know what it was. I don't know if that... Did that exist back in the day? Is that a new thing? What does all the 00OK000 stuff at the bottom of the screen mean? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know what that means. I know it asks you at the start if you've got 2 SIDs and stuff like that. But no, I don't know. It's 00OK 00. 0, 0. Oh, it's 0, 0, comma, 0, 0, space 0, 0. What is that? Don't know. Might be... I don't know. Jiffy is old stuff. First version was out in 1985. Oh, really? I did not know that. Because you could replace the ROM in your 1541 as well and get faster loading, couldn't you? They really screwed up with that on the C64, didn't they? The loading times are god-awful. Although back in the day I didn't complain about the disk loading times because I didn't know any better. I just thought, wow, it's faster than tape. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't much faster. I think that was the problem. They had a pretty good tape drive, so you could load stuff pretty fast. And then they had a terrible disk drive. Well, the disk drive, it was the interface that was broken, wasn't it? So they had to nerf the disk drive, which they did fix on the, was it Commodore 16 or something? Or Commodore 128 fixed it. You know, it loaded like 4 times faster on a slower computer or the same computer. But it had to be nerfed because it could conflict with the sprite DMA or something. I don't know. Something like that. It's in the Bill Hurd book. Ghostbusters was my other favourite on the C64. Yes, we used to play Ghostbusters. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we did play that on the Commodore 64. I wasn't sure if that was an Atari 8-bit game, but no, that was Commodore 64 for us. Yeah, that was good. Although I don't know if it holds up today if you play it. It might be a bit rubbish. The one where you're like driving along and you got to suck the ghosts in on the car, and then you got to go up to the building. Is that a computer room? What, my room? You're talking about the room I'm in now? It's a room with computers in it. But it's not a computer room. If it was, it'd have better aircon. It's not. Yeah, it's 28 degrees in here now. I like to play then. It just keeps changing to that. Or am I making stuff up here? At least it's changing. Let's have Turrican. I like to play Then and Now, 3D Pinball Power, and Midnight Patrol. They are games I do not know anything about. Oh, a room for your computer needs. It's just a room I set up to do computer repairs and everything. There's like an anti-static mat and there's an oscilloscope and a soldering iron. But it's ended up being the live streaming room, so it's just a room for repairing stuff really. But it's ended up being a retro junk pile, basically. It's a room for our computing needs. Yeah, I wish it was a cooler room. It'd be nice if I get some more space to do a separate live streaming area, because having the live streaming in the same area that you do repairs in is a bit weird. Yeah, it's basically a studio. Kind of, yeah. It's just got all the retro junk all in one place, in one handy room. Wish it was cooler. This fan isn't doing anything for me. There's the dog. Are you hot? He's got his tongue out. Well, we're going to have to try loading some disc games in a bit. Where's your dog gone? Too hot. He's right by the camera. He's over here. There he is. Come here, dog. I don't think we're going to want him. I'm not going to want him on the knee because... Oh no, you've trapped him in the headphones. I'm not going to want him on the knee for too long because... Oh my god, he's too hot. And of course, Rick Dangerous 2. Never managed to finish the game without cheating. Did anybody? He's not tall enough to get on the camera. I think you're too hot for me, Rocky. I found out that dogs have a body temperature of 39 degrees, roughly. So, he warms me up, I don't warm him up. Maybe he wants to go downstairs, it's cooler down there. Not very good for pets this weather. No, we went for a walk in the morning. Actually, it was only 25 degrees and it went dead cloudy, so it was like got away with it. I sprayed him with water before I left, but then the sun didn't actually come out, and then it started raining on the way there. So got away with that. Got away with it, right, Rocky? He's deaf. He's not going to answer. Oh, he's lying on the floor. That's a sign. That is a sign that it's well hot. 28 degrees is too much for both of us. Well, it will be in a minute. Only with sprite collision turned off. That game was the proper Dark Souls of its day, wasn't it? Oh, it has changed to... Oh, it's changing to... It is changing to the next one. Hang on, that's not the one I wanted though, right? Here we go. That's the tune. I've had my Amiga case and keyboard sunbathing for a couple of days. Looks much better now. No peroxide. Yeah, that I did that with Commodore 64 and it works really well. If you get enough sun, you just got to stick it out there for quite some time. And yeah, it just goes a nice shade of slightly lighter colour. I think I did it with the keys and the case on my Commodore 64. But yeah, like I said, I think the problem is that this stuff's just going back to yellow quite quickly. And the only one that isn't for me is my Amiga 1200, and I think it's because it's been used quite a lot. It's been, you know, out and under these LED lights and stuff, and I think it's stopping it from yellowing. My Amiga 600 that I retrobated has gone worse than it was before, I think. It's more yellow than it started out. Although that 1200 that I had, the keys were so yellow when I got it. It was ridiculous. Yeah. But it still looks really good. The sunlight reduces the yellowing. Yeah, you can just stick it. You can just... If you think about it, if you stick something out in the sun, it basically bleaches it. You know, like your curtains, they go lighter because they get hit by the sun. You know, and if you stick a black t-shirt out, hang it out to dry in the sun, it starts getting lighter and lighter. And it works with your computer too. I always thought that UV exposure was what caused the yellowing. No, I actually think it's the opposite. I think it's the lack of the UV exposure that's causing the yellowing. Because if you ever got if you've got any paintwork in your house that's the old-fashioned oil paint, because they use water-based paint now, don't they? Like for skirting boards and things. If you have like a dark corner where there's been a cupboard, you take the cupboard away and the paintwork has gone yellow in that corner, but it's not everywhere else. Or it's not as yellow. And it's because that corner never got any UV light. So yeah, stick your stuff out in the sun and it just bleaches it. I must prefer the natural way when the sun incorporates, yeah, as I feel the chemical methods often make the plastics brittle. Yeah, and the only trouble with leaving them out in the sun is that they could get really hot and just melt, because it could get hot enough for that. It certainly could today. It was my A1200, the other 1200 has never yellowed. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. The keys on that 1200 I got were just ridiculous. Interesting, yep, it is interesting. So make sure your computers get lots of sun. Yeah, like I said, the ones with like this one, the ones that have had the dust covers open haven't been used very much. Where is it? Like this one. I think this was retrobyte, and it's just basically yellow again. It's quite hard to tell on camera because it changes the colour, but it's actually really yellow. It's super yellow. What else have we got? Let's put one more tune on, then we'll try loading something off disk. There is... What is compilation 3? What the hell is this? Chris Hulsbeck. I don't know what this is. The original Last Ninja theme has my head bobbing. I have no idea what this is. There's more tunes in here. What's this next one? weird. I don't know what this is. I just left my C64 out in the sun. It worked fine for getting almost the original colour back. Yep. I think you're more likely to get an even colour back as well, which is good. If you get the chemicals on it, if you don't get them on perfectly, you ruin it like I ruined that A500. With that A500 I did, I would have been better off just sticking it out in the sun than what I did. It's made it worse. What the hell is this? I'm skipping compilation 3, it's a bit random. I put Driller on, Driller's good. By the same guy did Last Ninja actually. This one's quite eerie. I've got 125 XP, that's like your same CCs as your motorbike. Well, it's capped out at 28 degrees in here, so that's fine. Whoa. Maybe I'll try a cassette game first. Should we try the Untouchables? It's going to have the ocean loader. Oh, the tape's not even in the middle. It doesn't bode well, does it? I don't think this is going to work. I don't even know if my tape drive's going to work. £3? We shall see. What's playing tonight? We just got some random games to play. Some games on cassette that I've never tested, and I've got some disc games for when that fails, and hopefully the disc drive works. I don't know if anything's going to work on the Commodore 64. The ocean loader. Well, we might get the ocean loader in a minute. Because we're going to load an ocean game. Can I rewind while this is happening? No. Shouldn't the cassette rewind work all the time? Maybe it's to do with this cartridge or something. I'm wondering if this is on. We shall see. Even if we get the loading music, that'd be good. This game I played back in the day, Driller, it was quite good. In fact, I've still got it in there. This music makes you feel like we're in a John Carpenter movie. Yeah, it was quite creepy in the game, yeah. And you're on this like planet and you're completely alone and you're trying to find places to drill for this gas. So it was quite, yeah, it was quite creepy. It is a bit John Carpenter, yeah. You've got about 4 data sets. Well, I've got one. We'll see if it works. Is this the data set from your video? Yeah, it's my original data set from back in the day. It's the one I repaired. And I say repaired meaning I don't think it's really repaired. It's got no lid. It didn't have one back in the day. But we shall see. I remember back then, most of your games, of course, cracked versions had better intros than the game, yeah. Right, let's see if we can get the blue screen of life back. Oh, there it is. Oh, it is working. It's got power anyway. God, did somebody not rewind the cassette when they last used it? God, this is really old school, isn't it? Right. Here we go. Oh, the dog heard the stop. Well, it's detected the cassette at least. Well, I've pressed play. Done the hack on one to play tap files from my phone. Oh yeah. It's cheating though, that, isn't it? That's cheating. Here we get to see. Do you want a close-up of the tape to watch it fail? We did this last time we did a Commodore 64 stream. Oh! It's done something. There you go. Massive close-up of the tape. Oh, look at this. Hope we get some loading music. 63 Commodores had to die so number 64 might live. Yep. And let's not mention the 65. So what did everybody think about Perifractics or Retro Recipes thing about he wants to buy Commodore? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's happening. I don't know what's going on there. 65 is the evil one, yeah. Well, I've got a black screen. Do you think that's good or bad? Load screens from 64. Iconic. Yeah, we'd have to see if it actually is going to load, though. This is not looking good. There is a white line at the left-hand side of the screen, but you can't quite see it. I haven't watched his vid, but does have a real plan for what to do. Does he have a real plan what to do? Well, he says so, but I'm not sure if it's a plan that will work. But I thought the idea of buying Commodore was a bit odd. Yeah. It is a bit odd. Anyone watched a video named Stamp Back? Can be found on YouTube. Hungarian crew from the 80s. And the way they managed to get games was impressive. Recommend to watch. Okay. Stamp Back. I know you like the original media, but why not use the Tapuino option? It's not faster, but it works. Yeah, but that's the problem. It works. Wouldn't be fun if it worked. This isn't going to work, is it? We could try the other side of the tape. Maybe the other side is different. Unless it had a really long black loading screen. I don't think so. I'd be skeptical no matter who tried to buy Commodore. He wants to sell branded replacement parts. Yeah, that's the bit I don't get. Because it's like, he said, okay, well, buy Commodore. It's like, okay, well, you've got the brand then. And then people can license it and use the brand on their stuff, which technically you can do now, but they're just asking too much money. So he just said, okay, so you can license it and pay 6.5% or something. And then we'll take 6.5% of your product and we'll make money and you can use the Commodore logo or whatever. That's fine. Except, doesn't that just make everything 10% more expensive when you sell it? So you can put the Commodore logo on. And I think the people who are going to buy it, the kind of stuff we're talking about, are going to buy it whether it's got the Commodore logo on or not. So, you know, like an Ultimate 64, you're not going to care if it says Commodore Ultimate 64. It's just going to be 10% more expensive. And so I don't know if it's going to work because the market's so small for this niche stuff that I can't see how you licensing a Commodore logo and then having to charge 10% more on your product to make the same amount of money is going to make it better. Because, like I said, I think people will buy it anyway. If that makes sense. Clone 2 have the rights to the Amiga and the C64 ROMs, so the legacy continues. I can see how someone new owning the brand would make... Can't see how someone new owning the brand would make any difference. Yeah, all it'd mean is if you wanted to license them as Commodore ROMs, they would now cost 10% more. That would be the only thing. So they'd be the same ROM. So if you're going to need a Commodore ROM and you want to license it, you go to Clone 2 anyway. You don't actually care that it's got a Commodore logo on it. That's the way I see it anyway. Oh yeah, great. The legal shenanigans can become even crazier. Got to give it a go. Keep the Commodore going. Thinks he's honest in what he's trying to do. Well, I think he's honest in what he's trying to do, and he might actually buy it. Although he started talking about crowdfunding, which didn't bode well, because it was like, oh, so you can't buy it then because you can't afford it. So I wasn't sure about that. But then I'm not sure that the business model works. And then he started talking about children's hospitals and putting Commodore 64s in them and stuff. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, why would you, if you had a children's hospital, wouldn't they want a new computer rather than an ancient one? So I didn't quite get that part. So yeah, I don't get it. And the first 15, in fact, I had to watch the video on double speed because it was so long. And the first 15 minutes was just waffle about Commodore. So he could have got to the point a bit quicker. But yeah, he might do it, but I don't know that it'll be successful. But he might be able to do it. This tape isn't loading. This tape is not loading. It tried to load. I'll try the other side. Maybe it's got a duplicate. And the market for Commodore kit is rather tiny. Yeah, that's my point. It's not just that it's tiny. It's that because it's so tiny and so niche, the kind of people who want that stuff already know where to buy it from and what the things are, and they don't care that it's not got a Commodore logo on it. So you don't care that if you're buying, like, yeah, whatever the stuff that people have made, like Ultimate 64, you don't care if it's got a Commodore logo on, because if you want one, you're going to buy one. Do I care that the ARM SID is not the Commodore ARM SID? No, I don't care. And I bought one anyway. So I can't see why the license would make anything better other than make everything more expensive. Which isn't what people want. Especially if it's an expensive product, say it had an FPGA in it. Expensive FPGA is going to be 10% more expensive. Let's see if the second side loads. Good luck to him, though. I just can't see him making much of an impact. Yeah, that's what I think. Good luck to him, but I don't quite get the full... Yeah, I think he might... If he could buy it and bring all the brand under one roof, that'd be great. But I can't see why... Yeah, I just can't see why charging people for that. But at the moment, it's a bit weird because nobody can use it because whenever they say... Well, they ask for license and they ask for too much money. Somebody did get a Commodore licensed keyboard or something recently. But I don't know what that added to the price. Hey, it is on this other side as well. Try on the other side. Can make a difference. For example, you put $5 fee for each product sold. So Mega 65 could be named Commodore 65 and $5 would not make any difference to the buyer. Well, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't make any difference. So why would they license it? If it doesn't make any difference, like you're not going to buy it whether it's got the name on or what. What's the point in just making it £5? It won't be $5 more expensive though. It'll be more. So, hey, this one's doing better. So I don't know. I don't think it'll add a lot. If I had the money... Oh, look at this. This one's loading. Oh, no, it's not. What just happened? Whoa, I just lost signal. It's losing signal. That's weird. If I had the money, I'd give Switch 2s to children's hospitals. That's what they want. Yeah, exactly. Or even Switch 1s. Oh, we're getting the music. Exactly, that's my point. There's no point putting a Commodore product in a children's hospital because it's... I mean, if you want a computer for them to learn stuff on, I wouldn't put a Commodore in. I don't know why the OSSC is losing sync. There's something weird going on here. Yeah, and if they wanted games consoles, put something like a Switch in there, something cheap, like an Xbox. Oh my word, what is happening? I tell you what, is it the fact that the loading bars are confusing? I think the loading bars are confusing it. Oh, we got a picture. Hey, we thought we were going to get the ocean loader music. Yeah, so there's that. So if you want a console, get something cheap like a Switch. If you want to learn to code, yeah, something else, a cheap laptop or a Raspberry Pi. Like the idea of teaching kids to code in C64 was odd. Would be better off with a Raspberry Pi or on a PC. Yeah, exactly. So that bit, don't get it. I really don't get it. And if it was just a Commodore branded PC, well, it's just going to be $40 more expensive than any other PC, and a children's hospital won't want that. It's just buy something that's cheaper that's the same. He's trying to get a younger audience to learn about our retro habits. Yeah, maybe. I don't see that's the thing. I mean, I don't see any I see a point in learning to program, but not the point in learning to program BASIC or anything like that, because you're never going to use BASIC anywhere ever again. So you might as well learn to program Python or something like that. I don't know. Love Commodore. I'd donate to it. It's what I grew up with, but we are a diminishing audience. Yeah. Like I said, I've got no problem with the business model's good. It's like buy a brand, license it out, and charge money for it, and a reasonable fee. It's a good idea. It just doesn't. I just don't, because of the fact it's Commodore, it doesn't seem to make much sense to me. So I don't know, but if he does get it, then that's good. But I won't be investing money in it. But he could do it. He could do it. Can you imagine that? Commodore being owned by a YouTuber? That's weird, isn't it? It's just weird. I try to reminisce to my kids about the computers from my younger days. They just look at me as if I'm a mad old man. Well, you are a mad old man, that's the problem. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Everything was... You know, and you see people nowadays and there'll be kids talking about, oh yeah, I remember the PlayStation 2. It was crazy. So, yeah, everybody's reminiscent about the thing that they had. If he was remanufacturing original parts, then it would be okay with the branding. Yeah, but there's no way of doing that because all that's left is the name and the intellectual property, I suppose. Side with label is not loading. Without label is, so Commodore. Well, I think that's why they printed it twice, isn't it? Because I bet this side A got loaded a lot more. I don't know why the other side wouldn't be loaded, but it's obviously got a bad tape. Copy protected content. Damn, the C64 was ahead of times. Well, it's the Amiga where that started. That's a squinty gangster. Yeah. Must be the loading bars triggering some digital codes. Yeah, I think it was. I think it like scrammed the OSSC. It didn't know what to do. It's probably that decoder box didn't know what to do with it. The unsquintables. Yep. Gangster's back doesn't have a face. What? I love BASIC. Yeah, I'm not saying BASIC's bad. I'm saying I don't think it's a good idea for if you had a kid like a 6-year-old or 7-year-old and say, here, learn BASIC. I mean, you'll learn something from it. So, but it's probably better to learn something else. I would think, like Python or something that they'll see again in later life. Like Python or whatever. You could teach a 7-year-old C or something else. I don't know. What else is there? C#. Oh, is it going to fail again now? Untouchables might be a write-off. We got the loading music though. Is that supposed to be Kevin Costner? Well, it was, but now it's nothing. Star Wars actor, yeah. Can't ID a man with no face. You've connected 64 to OCC with a SCART lead. No, I've got the OCC add-on board, which can take S-video or composite, and it converts it to the SCART input or the component input, and then you can pipe it into the. Well, you can pipe it into anything that will accept that, but the OCC will accept it. But yeah, it does do. I have got Lumicode on this, but on this C64, but unfortunately can't stream it because it won't capture it because you have to put it in 5x mode. It looks brilliant though on the screen, but will not capture. The dog is whining at me. What do you want, dog? Do you want to go downstairs where it's not 28.4 degrees? Yeah. Python is a good option to start. Worked for me over 20 years ago. There you go, and it's still useful now. Damn, I'm old. Yeah. Well, let me start another tape running. This one is not going to work, is it? Let me start another tape running, and I'll take the dog downstairs because I think he's too hot up here. We'll take you downstairs. I'll start Rainbow Islands. It's another ocean game. I learned to code in assembler on the C64 by one of the founders of the demo group, Kefrans. On the C64, they were known as the Walking Heads. So yeah, that's even coding in assembler might be kind of useful because it teaches you how the computer works, but it's not fun because it's hard. It's not hard, it's hard to get something done. Imagine you teaching a 6-year-old. Right, you've got to load the accumulator now. They'll be like, what are you talking about? So you want to learn something that's immediately fun. Yeah, all right, dog, I'm coming. We've got to load Rainbow Islands, though. Got to load some Rainbow Islands. Right, here we go. Here we go. Place your bets. Rainbow Island's going to work. Done the HDMI hack on mine, but TV doesn't support it. Oops. Well, you'll get one that does, probably, at some point. You saved me a few months ago with your Luma code video. Did I? How did I do that? Great thing about C64, you could walk the dog whilst it loads. Maybe finish War and Peace. That's the disk drive you're talking about, not the tape. It's the disk drive that's worse. Dog demands attention. I think he just wants to go downstairs because he's too hot. Oh, it says Rainbow. You new Kefren's members. I'm not worthy. I've never heard of them. Come on, dog. Come on. Uh-oh. This isn't good. I've had to turn the fan up. I don't know if you can hear it. This does not look good. Did it do anything? Probably still got some floppies with Kefren's demos on them. Settings for OCC, there was some catch with 5x settings. Yeah, I've forgotten them myself now, but I have to go back through my own video. It's one of the reasons for making a video, so I could go back through it and go, okay, these are the settings that I need. Nintendo made some Nintendo Basic game for the Famicom. They could clean up if they made something like that again. Possibly, yeah. I don't know what the best way to learn to code now is in 2025. Maybe Python? Something like it, you know, for a complete, say, a 6-year-old or something like. It's probably Python, but it's a bit of a weird one because if I was starting to teach a kid to code, I wouldn't be. I don't know. You want to teach them something like to show them the computer does something, but it's going to be difficult to get something on the screen straight away. So that's why you need these like languages that have got like visuals all built in right from the start. But then if they get down to real coding and they find out it's not that easy, then they might be upset with it. Right, this did not work. Well, let's try the other side. Could be just my tape drive's not working. Dunno. Kefren did some great demos on the Amiga and probably cracked a fair few games. No doubt had many backups with Kefren's intro. Yes, I did. The guy who taught me later became one of the founders of IO Interactive. Oh, there you go. Time for azimuth adjustment. I don't know what it's time for with this. It could be that these cassettes don't work, or it could be that the C64 doesn't work. I don't know. I've been through it with the oscilloscope, didn't I? But it didn't work for me. Don't know. Cassette drive's not. It's not my lucky day, maybe. That's all we can say. Let's try the other side. I wasn't expecting tapes to work. I've got discs anyway. I'm going to try Hammer Fist in a minute. Got it on disc. I think that should work. That part was killing me back then. Every tape needed a line head, yeah. I've almost forgotten the... Oh, well, that's a complete failure. I've almost forgotten the complete joy of waiting 20 minutes for a game to load, only for it to fail. Or if you had an Atari 8-bit, 40 minutes. Well, this probably works, but I think my tape might be bad. Should we bother trying Golden Axe? Unit 1, Lesson 1 of the coding scheme we use is to make the fish go left. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you want something that's got graphics on it, like right from the bat. Which I suppose is teaching you something. So that means that when you get a language like that, there's so much that it's already done for you. Like, it's already got graphics on the screen. It's already drawn the fish. It's already got that in there. And you are just learning the very, very first basic, very, very basic thing. So that would be way more basic than basic. So basic starts with a prompt that says ready, like it's on the screen now. And you have to just start going, okay, I've got to print something, maybe like this. Okay, I did it. There you go. So, and it's, I don't think that's as exciting for someone, but you can do that in Python. So I don't see the point in learning to do that here when you could do that in Python. In fact, that's the same. In fact, is that the same in Python? You don't say print. You say something else. I can't remember. Give a tape one last go. One chance to redeem itself. Well, I've got this, and this is in some kind of sealed packet, so that must be working, right? Must be. Really not hard to keep up Commodore, I guess. Golden Axe on tape, that would be prone to fail at some point. Well, let's find out, because it's been sealed, which means it's amazing. And the code is all blocked, so you don't type anything. Yeah, well, that's how you do a lot of stuff in Unreal Engine, really, isn't it? But it depends on what level you're trying to teach at, isn't it? So if you're teaching coding to a 5-year-old or something, you're trying to teach them that all you're trying to teach them is it is possible to give the computer instructions and the computer will follow those instructions. So that's the bit you're trying to get through to them. But that's not going to get you past moving the fish left. Once you've moved the fish left, it's like, okay, what about the rest of it? How does that come about? Print character to random 1 go to 10. What does that do? What does that do? What does CR? See, I don't even know what is characters $. What does random 1 do? Is 1 the seed? And 205.5, what is that? Have fun. What does that do? Type it. Okay. Let's just restart the let's restart my machine. Yeah, but I don't even understand what, because I don't really know what, I don't think I did stuff like that. I don't know what that CR. Oh, wait a minute. How do I type the $? That changes color. Oh, I did Commodore instead of Shift. Hang on. I want a... Oh, that's a horrible color. How do I get the correct color back? No. Don't know. Don't know how to get the color back. I don't know what I pressed there. $0 characters. Yeah, I don't quite understand what that does. Right, let's get the shift key right this time. Wait a minute, I can't even type this in. See, this is what I mean. Like, you want to give this to a children's hospital. Right, I'm trying to type the $sign. Oh, I'm getting it now. What was I pressing then? I don't know what I pressed. Oh, I'm pressing Commodore. I hate it. I hate it. I'm in white now. I did Commodore. That says yellow, though. But why is it white? Don't know. That's fine, I've changed the colour anyway. I don't even understand that syntax. Like, what does that do? What's the dot do? That doesn't even look right, though. Maybe that is right. I assume R and D is random. I don't know what the 1 signifies. Is that the seed, or is that the seed for the random number? And then what is that? That doesn't look... Is that end of line? And then why do I need that? Can I just put that on a separate line? Yeah, I don't get it. Is that not plus symbol? Oh, wait a minute, that's not a plus symbol. See, really, you want to put one of these in a... That's the plus symbol. Oh, there you go. So how does that work? What's the 205.5? Or is it 205? I don't understand. I don't even understand the syntax of it. It's a maze-like symbol of characters. Yeah, I've seen people do that before. You are being hacked. So does anybody know what this anybody know what this syntax actually means? That's print. You're saying that's a character. So in here's a character. Is that a random number between 0 and 1? Is that what that means? R&D 1. And then 205.5. That's the bit I don't really know what that means. And then that's just end of line and then go to line. So it's printing a character. I just don't get this part. Lots of browns in the C64 colour palette, yeah. Get rid of the semicolon. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why I need that. Isn't that end of line? I'm leaving it. It worked anyway. Offsetting the number provided by the random command. Yeah, but what is it? Why is it 205.5? What's that? I don't understand what that means. I mean, actually, Basic's got floating point though. So is this a floating point number? Oh, is that what's going on here? So you're getting 205 or you're getting 206. Why does it need the .5? Is 205 the start of the symbol characters? Yeah, I'm just wondering what does it need this .5 for? Can't we get rid of this? Can we get rid of that? And does it still work? Oh, it doesn't. So what's the significance of this dot? I'd have to look up what random does. Assuming that's a random number. You either get 205 or 206. Yeah, but apparently I don't. I'm wondering if this is a seed or if this is a... Does anybody know? If I put a 2 there, I get the same output. Is that a seed then? I don't know. I don't know how this works. But this is what's good about programming. Change stuff and see what happens. Nothing in this case. Well, there you go. Not entirely sure I understand how that works. because I don't know what RND does. Let's look it up. I'm assuming... I am going to assume... Let's look up Commodore Basic RND. What does that do? RND generates a pseudo-random floating point number, from the range 0.0 to 1.0 exclusive. The argument number can be positive, negative, or zero. RND positive number gives a random number for each time a predetermined sequence. Gives a different random number from each predetermined sequence. Okay, so that's not... It's not the size. It is just... That's why that gives me the same result. So just a positive number in here. That's weird, isn't it? So I'm getting a value between 0 and 1. So can't I just multiply that by 2? If I... How do you insert? Insert's not going to work on this, is it? It's going to overwrite. See, that's the thing. You want to put this in it. You want to put this in a kid's hospital? It's a nightmare. How do I insert? Can you even insert? I don't think you can you? Character must round numbers, so the 0.5 ensures that we... Yeah, so that random number is generating between 0 and 1. So that's why the 205 isn't working, because it's rounding. But if I just multiplied that by 2, wouldn't that give me the same effect? I'm just wondering why it was 0.5. It looks a bit more sensible like that, but obviously that doesn't do what you want. Is there an insert on the Commodore 64? There is insert. Oh no. Or do I do... Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. Why has that ended up there? This is not what I thought we were going to be doing today. 1. Oh no, that did the wrong... It's like, what is this? I did delete. Insert and delete are on the same key. What a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Right, hang on. I want... Here we go. Oh my word, that's not what I wanted. Let's try that. We need Jim Butterfield. Programming 101. Yeah, it's just hard to like figure out the keys. Like I said, you're going to put this in a kid's hospital. It's like, seriously. Yeah, look at that. There you go. You didn't need the 0.5. I was wondering what was going on there. So it's just the random number generator generates a value between 0 and 1. So instead of the 0.5, I've just multiplied the random number by 2 to get the same effect. There you go. That makes more sense now. I was confused by that. It looks great though. To be fair, when tapes didn't work, some of us just mess around with BASIC. Yep, that's true. What is good about the Commodore 64 BASIC is you turn the computer on, and there it is. It's prompting you to insert BASIC commands. So if you wanted any barrier for entry of like programming, there is zero barrier. All you need to do is know how to turn the computer on, and you can start typing BASIC in. So that's what's good about it. But as you can see, it's like pretty cryptic, and the trying to just even insert characters is just hard. So yeah. Anyway, should we try Golden Axe? But that's good. There you go. Learned a bit of Commodore 64 BASIC. I don't think I did do some stuff in BASIC, but I don't remember printing. I remember messing around with sprites and stuff. But I've seen people do this before. Oh, I've just wiped it. Could have saved that to disk. Let's see if Golden Axe will work. This is the last tape game, and then we're going to discs. Thunder getting closer. If I disappear, I've probably been hit by lightning. Same here. If I disappear, everything's gone. Everything's gone. It's just gone. What's your bets on Golden Axe? We are... What are we at the moment? We are... Oh, look at that. I bet you I'll get Golden Axe to load and lightning will strike the substation and all the power will go off. That's what's going to happen. You'll be like, no, I've just written my 600-line basic program. So yeah, what do you think? Like, basic as a introduction language for kids, even if it wasn't on a Commodore 64, say it was on a computer that had a proper, like, you know, an IBM keyboard on that you understood. Is it a good idea? I don't know. Is it a good idea now? It was probably my first... Yeah, in fact, it was my first introduction to programming was, you know, doing the Hello World and then Go 210, whatever. So I've got a lot to thank BASIC for, but I think nowadays, I think it'd be... I don't know. I think maybe, yeah, getting dropped into C would probably be too difficult. Like, here's C, you can manipulate memory. Everyone's like, what's memory? There was Logo, wasn't there? That was the thing with, like, the fish go left. That was a turtle, wasn't it? Try to hit it back at least, yeah. I watched a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing about lightning, because he did a thing about lightning where he talked about it, and he had an expert on about lightning after that, because he got it all completely wrong. And I didn't know that lightning goes up. Have you seen that? It goes down, but it also goes up. Goes up from the ground and down. If you watch some lightning in slow motion, it's bonkers. Will Golden Axe work? Shakes an 8-ball. Ask again later. That's correct. We'll know later. The 8-ball is. Did you really shake an 8-ball for that? Because that's the right answer. Basic is a good way to learn the structure of programming. Yeah. But is it a good way to do that nowadays? Because you could learn the structure of programming from Python. I mean, what we just did there, you could do that in Python, something like that. Or is learning programming more about understanding how a program flows? Like I said, I think it depends at what level. At the very first level, it's about understanding how to give the computer instructions to do things. That's what I think. And yeah, you can all these things accomplish that. Python accomplishes it. Basic accomplishes it. You know, you could do anything. So the question is, what's the best way? If the C64 is hit by a 1.21 gigawatts, it will load. Yeah, I bet it will. Or we'll go backwards in time. We still use Logo. Actually comes first before block-based coding. There you go. So that's the like thing with the turtle, and you get the turtle to go left 3 and forward 1. Oh yeah, and there was like, do you remember back in the day there was Big Track? Didn't Big Track do that? Where you had to program it to go like left a bit, forwards a bit, right a bit. And you may not have realised it, but you were learning how to program. You're telling the computer, giving the computer a set of instructions. And then once you've learned you can give it instructions, you then, I suppose you've got to learn, I don't know, learn how to do conditions and loops and things, I suppose. I don't know. But it's all about getting it to do stuff. I think I saw an interview with someone. She was talking about the Commodore 64 and about learning programming, and she said one of the things that the reason why you should learn to program, and everybody should learn to program, is because, oh, look at this, because you learn that the computer can lie and you can make it lie, and that's why you should learn. Whoa, tell you what, so far, this is working. Oh, yeah. Is this actually the title screen? This is epic music. Oh, it's lost sync. It's back. Epic. Is this going to be all we get for this part of the load? Might as well enjoy it while it's here. It's losing sync every time it changes. That's not good. The game loaded. Well, kind of. It's got a little bit into it. Oh, it's got so much flicker on it, this... Right. What do I press? Well, I'm pressing things. We do a lot of stuff about commands and instructions before they were even introduced to Logo. Oh my god. Well, there you go. You can learn things like, you can learn sorting algorithms and things like that without a computer at all. You can do it with a pack of cards or just a bunch of things that need sorting. You can physically learn how to do an algorithm without any kind of computer. So that's something. Great feeling when the game actually loads from tape. Yeah, but how do I continue? Is it a port 1 game? Oh, no, it's the autofire was on. Right. Let's be the girl. Or shall I be the dwarf? Let's be the girl. Am I going to load now? Oh, do we want music? We definitely want music. Please wait. Tiris Flare was how I discovered I liked girls. Yep. Pixelated girls. Great game. I played it a lot. The C64 port isn't too bad. Well, that's good. Maybe we will also get to play it if it actually decides to load. You never know. They follow an algorithm by colouring in a bird in the correct colours and in the correct order. There you go. So you can do it with colouring in pencils. Yes. Does the whole game load into memory? Does the whole game load into memory when it's on tape? Well, I assume it's loading in bits because it loaded that title screen and then the music, and it's going to dump the music in the title screen, and now it's going to put something else in its place. So when you say the whole game, no. Or maybe, I don't know. That's if it works. It says please wait, but is this where it just gets to the end? It's that worst feeling, you know, when you hear the tape stop and it goes ka-goomf, and it's reached the end of the tape and it hasn't loaded, and you're like, oh dear, that didn't help. Oh, I guess not. No. Yeah, you knew that. If you saw that much like really cool music and title screen, you knew that that was going to have another load because they're going to have to get rid of all that. Have you seen the sorting algorithms in Hungarian folk dance? Well worth a watch. No, I haven't. That's pretty funny. See, that's what I mean. You can do sorting algorithms in Hungarian folk dance. It's amazing. I was thinking a good way to teach algorithms would be to a sorting algorithm would be, say you get like a bunch of things, like 5 numbers written on pieces of card or something, and you just give them to a kid and said, put these in order, and the kid will put them in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or whatever, and that'll be great. And then you go, okay, can you explain how you did it? And they'll be like, well, I just put them in order. So they don't know how they did it, but they don't know how they did it. So then what I think you do is you shuffle them all up again and you say, okay, I'll put them in order, but you've got to put a blindfold on and you tell me what to do. And that means they're going to have to think about, like, telling me, what do I pick up? Where do I put it? And I'd have to read the numbers off the card and then compare the numbers, and they'd actually start doing it. So that was my idea for teaching a kid a sorting algorithm, is stick a blindfold on them and then see if they can figure it out. And then when they take the blindfold off at the end, they get to see what order the numbers are in. And they'll be like 6, 2, 1, 4, 7, something like that. But it would really make you think, like, okay, how do I actually sort these things? I don't know if this might actually work, I've put the kiss of death on it by saying that, haven't I? It'd be interesting to try it with yourself to see if you can do it. I think what you'd have to do is get a pile of like cards with numbers on it. Make sure 2 of the numbers are the same. So when they sort it, they're going to have like that real confusing thing of like, how do you decide whether this one's before or after when they're both the same and stuff like that? Rewind tape side 2 and press play. Are you kidding me? It's a dual loader. It's a dual loader. Well, we're keeping up with the Commodore today, definitely. Hey, maybe we'll get a cassette game to load. You never know. Wow, this is tedious. This is what you didn't like about cassettes. The rewinding. Golden Axe really making full use of the tape. Yeah, I think that first like 3 or 4 minutes was just the title screen and the music. But the music was pretty good, so we can't complain. And picking your character. So yeah, try it as your party game. Put a blindfold on and get someone else to sort numbers for you, but you've got to give them the instructions, and they can only do what you say. You insisted on playing cassette games. I did. I did. But would that be a good way to teach kids? Probably not, because then they just go... I think that's the problem, is like you can learn all these principles of like how to sort and stuff like that, but then it always comes down to like, well, how is that useful? And then you'd realise that like it's like 90% of what you do on a computer is just sorting things and putting things in order and, you know, stuff like that. But of course that's difficult to tell somebody like that. Reminds me of some Amiga games where you could put in disc 2 and skip the entire intro to load quicker. Not something I guess tapes could do. I suppose it depends on what that first bit is. It would be nice, yeah, if it was just like it loads an intro with some music and then it throws it all away and just starts completely from scratch. That would be, yeah, that would be absolutely fine. Can't post a link, but watch this. We'll get the bubble sort one on YouTube. Is this the Hungarian dancing? Hang on. Oh, I can hear a squeaking coming from the tape deck. Hang on. It's making a noise. This thing's making a noise. Could you digitize a cassette and write it to CD as Redbook audio? Yes, you can. Somebody did it back in the day. There's a video on it. Somebody did it for the Spectrum. And do you know what? You can load the stuff way faster because the medium's more reliable. So actually, you don't have to have as much redundancy in the tape. So it like loads way quicker. Yeah, somebody did that. There was a compilation. They took like 30 games, made a compilation, put it on CD. And it had to come with a special cable to connect it to the Spectrum, I think. Who did the video on that? Somebody did a video on it. I think it's RMC. RMC's got a video on it, but I can't remember what the name of the product was. And I think it was on the Spectrum. This tape's making a horrible noise, by the way. It doesn't look like it's slowing down. So I don't think it's... I'm just wondering if it's destroying itself right now. I don't know. C64s are probably hard if you're epileptic with those loading screens. I don't know. Wasn't the cable to make the output mono so it could read correctly? I don't know. I think it came with a cable. You can hear it, the high-pitched whine. I prefer Tapuino, which is more reliable when loading tape gates. I bet it is. Yeah, but we got to the title screen. We got there. Bubble sort with Hungarian folk dance. What the hell have you sent me? This shouldn't be legal. 5 minutes? Oh, I suppose bubble sort is pretty slow. You've all got numbers on. It's not a bub. What the hell are they doing? Oh my god, it's even got like array indexes. This is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Well, it's proof that you don't actually need a computer to do a... There we go. Can't believe it. We're having to do a lot of swaps, but it is bubble sort. Oh my god. I can see why it's 5 minutes now. If computers were this slow, we wouldn't use them. That's pretty good. 155,000 views. Well, now you're all watching. They show a shell sort too, which is a lot quicker. Nice. It'd be better to do the if they did the quick sort, that'd be good, because you've got to split up into groups for that. So that'd be nice. I suppose maybe they've done quick sort. There's a video I haven't seen since the goodish days of the internet. Oh yeah. I don't think this tape's going to load, by the way. I think we've been through the squeaky phase. Oh, is it slowing down? Oh, can it focus that close? It's not focusing. Let's put the big cam on. Is that? I think it's all right. I don't know if it's running at a proper speed. They've done quick sort. Oh, that'll be a good one. What the hell? It's actually working. What the hell? Should have warned people about flashing images, shouldn't I, on the Nice, quick sort. Don't think I would pay money to go see the show, but it's a great way to visualize the sort algorithms. Yeah, it's what I was saying though, is you don't need a computer to learn that. If this works, it's the longest load time I've experienced. I don't know why it just did the loading bars then though. That's weird. I mean, it's already nearly halfway through the tape here, so I think it might have gone wrong. It's gone wrong, hasn't it? Well, it's completely failure for the world of cassettes. Maybe it's just too hot in here for cassettes. It's now 28.5. It's getting worse. When do we call it? Is it done? Well, it's 10 o'clock. We've not loaded anything apart from a title screen. And we did get the music. The music's good. Time of death, 22:05. Let's get a disc out. Maybe nothing works on this. I don't know. In the 80s, everything was slower. Oh, it was. I'm going to play Hammer Fist. Here we go. We're going to play this. Right, I hope my disk drive still works. This Commodore 64 hasn't been properly used. Not with the tape drive and the disk drive for quite a while. But this disc does work. I know it works. Right, Golden Axe. But the women were faster. Oh. Were they? I'm just fast forwarding the tape. Maybe it was loading, I don't know. Right, we might as well save some power and ditch the cassette drive at this point. The cassette drive has been a total waste of time. I'm pretty sure these games do work though. Right. Maybe it needs a good old-fashioned service. Right, here we go. Whoa! Whoa! You give me 100 Donkey Kong credits? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. 100 Donkey Kong credits. People are donating money. My patience does deserve reward though, thanks very much. Well, patience may run out in a bit when it starts working. Right, I think I've got to do Commodore 1, but you never quite know. Thanks for that. I'm going to keep calling them Donkey Kong credits because that's my favourite thing now. Oh, that's that's an interesting noise. Oh, look at that! Now that was quick. Or is this the modern generation that are too impatient and demand instant gratification? I've had a load of fun not loading 3 games, so that's all I can say. But it would be nice to actually play one in a bit. I did get to pick a character. Let's give you a little heart for your Donkey Kong credits. Thanks very much. It's not loading now. I think it's just playing the music now. I'm in Stockport train station and I can't hear shit. That is not a place anybody wants to be. Well, the music's playing. You're missing your train, by the way. Don't end up in Stockport train station overnight. It's not going to be fun. Sunrise at 20 to 5 though if you do fall asleep. Am I supposed to do something here? Oh, I'm supposed to press the button. We just get to listen to the music. That has got to be the worst loading sound ever. You can hear that, right? I'm not going crazy, am I? Load games on tape. Bring back the art of conversation. Yeah. Bring back the art of making tea. As a millennial, just barely, I still embrace the slow pace and appreciation and appreciate the time. Does everybody like this loading music? If you were a kid, you would have used all your game time. Whoa, that was actually way faster than I thought it was going to be. You would have used all your game time with those cassettes, yeah. That wasn't that bad. Like, the bit when we were listening to the music, I was supposed to just press the button, I didn't know. Well, discs for the win, I'm afraid. Disc drive for the win. Is that Patrick Moore? Yeah, I think it was Patrick Moore. Is this the hammer thingy? Yes, it's the hammer thingy. On disc. Real disc. I've got it on cassette if we want to try that out. I do actually have this on cassette. Hang on. We need to sign language for Pixel Plop because he can't hear. There you go. That's what it is. Sign language. Oh, my headphones have lost a channel. They're broken. How come the quick sort dance is longer than the bubble sort dance? Is it? That's a good question. I don't know, but there'd be a lot more. There's a lot more moving about with the quick sort because you have to create. I think you have to like allocate memory. And you've got to put things into like multiple blocks. So in terms of a dance, there's going to be more moving around. Whereas with the bubble sort, you're only ever moving one step. You're just having to do it a lot more. And in fact, with a very small number of things to sort, the bubble sort might actually be quicker. So that's worth thinking about. The quick sort might be badly named in some instances. I remember as kids we'd be picking through magazines whilst loading games, or you'd be reading the instructions on the tape, on what you were loading. I was thinking the same. There you go. I remember playing Vivid Image Time Machine. Yeah, I played that. You had to evolve monkeys. Yes, I played that back in the day. And you had to like go to different time zones and you get them to discover fire and stuff like that. I seem to remember that being quite a cool game. I think it's written by all the same people who did this game, isn't it? Probably. John Twitty, Hugh Riley, and Wally Beeban. I think Wally Beeban's dead, actually. Must be running on an old 8-bit, and the bubble was 16-bit. Half the stream is still watching Hungarian dance sorting algorithms. Well, I think the hats might be memory pointers. Quicksort was always better on larger data sets, but less efficient on small ones. Yeah, there you go. And they're not a very big data set, the Hungarians, are they? There's only like 10 of them or something. It's not a big data set. Yeah. Right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, how do I change character? There we go. Finally get to play a game. It's 10 o'clock. This game has the triple tap. It has a triple tap. I think there is a way to not do that, but if you want to face these things to headbutt them, it's 3 taps to get to do that. So you have to like do enough damage to breach the security system, and then you can get to the next room. I've already done enough damage on this one, but let's do some more damage. I think this game has infinitely spawning bad guys there, which is a bit annoying. Oh! So, oh! That guy ducks. So you can headbutt these. Boof. Oh my god. Oh, he's a duck. He ducks. Wow, I'm actually playing a game, folks. What do you think about that? Disk drives for the win. So this girl can do somersaults. Oops, that's not good. Uh-oh. There we go, somersaults. So it's like multiple characters and they've got different skills. What do you think about that? And I don't know how to pause the game, so I can't read the chat. Oh, I can go through this door in the middle now, I think. I really do have a hammer fist. There you go, we can go through there. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, this screen. I'm fighting a big plant or something. It's definitely a plant. This game's quite complex. Whoa! This plant is firing at me. How do I pause the game? That's my question. F1. Oh! I can change the sound effects. But I can't pause the game. Anyway, I appear to be safe here. I think. Does the tape head touch the tape? You'd have to. It must have loaded something. Nothing like a woman in thigh-high karate kicking robots. She's a hologram, not a robot. Never seen this game before, but kid me would have loved it. Yeah, it's quite a good game actually. I never finished it. It gets really hard. So you got the two characters. One can do acrobatics, and the other one's got like a laser fist. And the idea is to like do enough damage to breach the security system and get to the next phase. They've got separate energies. If both of them run out of energy, it's game over. You're fighting someone's vomit come to life. Yes. It's the Mushy Peas boss. Yes, it is. Right, so I think I've got to do this now. Oh, right. Now I think I've got to get up here. It's just remembering all the different controls. Oh, here we go. Ah! I think you can charge yourself. Oh, I've got no lasers. Does that mean I can't do this? I think it does. How do I get the lasers? I'm going to have to go back to the previous screen. You have to headbutt the door to go through it. Somebody here is going to give me lasers. One of these guys. I need the yellow L. Does this guy do it? Nope. Maybe it's this up here. This guy? Nope. This guy. Yes. So I've run out of lasers. I've got to go kill this dude to get them back. There's like 12, it says at the top. I don't think I can defeat the P boss without the lasers. I think we're actually under the sea as well, I don't know if you can tell. I think you do actually go under the sea at some point, because we're holograms, it's fine. Right, I've got 42 lasers. Let's get more. She's got green hair as well. Has she got a she's got a high-res sprite over the top of her, hasn't she? I think she does, yeah. She's probably taken up 4 sprites. Blimey. I'm stacking up on lasers. I'm going to need them. That'll do. I've got to get back there again now. Here we go. This is what I wanted to do before. And we're through. And you can actually like charge yourself up on these lights. If you do it too much, all your energy goes. How many was this the Cybernoid guy programmer? I'm not sure. I had this demo to this game on the Amiga. I'm not sure if I've played it on the Amiga, maybe I have. C64 has 3 sound channels, but they're not like specific to anything. Every sound channel can do everything, if that makes any sense. So you can have your sound, like some certain 8-bit computers, the Arctic had, oh, this sound channel can only do white noise and this one can only do square waves. Well, with the C64, every sound channel can do any of the things that any sound channel can do. So if you want it to do a square wave, it'll do a square wave. If you want it to do white noise, it'll do white noise. Looks like a Little Shop of Horror rip-off. At least with the plants, possibly. This is like Metroid on the NES, hunting throughout the game for ammo. Yeah, it's a bit rubbish, that bit, but I think it's probably designed that way. I don't know. Her brother is a lemming. Yeah, she did have the lemming hair. Right, punching things. And it's called Hammer Fist, but they totally forgot about the other character, which you can't complete the game without. So the game's named after the bloke, not the girl. It's not called kinky boots. That's what they would like to call it. Right, I've got to get up there again. Oh, don't. I think there's one of these levels and it's a bit weird. I think it might be this one where you just got to punch the door. I think that's it. I'm not sure if there's any point to coming in here. Yeah, this is a room that you'll get into at the bottom. Ooh, that P gives you points, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, this is a weird one. What does the P do? Points, I think. Raphael Kiko coded this on the Amiga. Also Cybernoid and First Samurai. Legendary coder, recent game Kekanoid is a tribute. Oh, okay. The triple click. Yes, it is the triple click. Right, this particular screen, it's a bit garbage because what it's not telling you is all you got to do is punch this door. This one here. This is a bit rubbish. You just got to punch this door. Oh, it says security system active. Oh, I got this wrong. Maybe you don't have to punch the door. Oh, you just got to... Now it's been breached. Right, you just got to hit people until it's been breached. And then you've got to punch the door. Yeah, I seem to remember this is not very well explained, this bit. I bet there was loads of kids who were like stuck on this for ages. I was probably stuck on it for ages. Oh, and it says Master System active. I can't remember why that happens. Now all the power-ups are bad. Yeah, no, don't get it. I can't remember why that happens. But yeah, you just punch this door. And it doesn't even look like it's doing anything. See, would you have given up at this point? There you go. You had to punch that door so many times. Oh yeah, it's bad. These power-ups will hurt you now. I can't remember. This is explained in the instructions, but this thing where all the power-ups have become bad, I don't know what that's all about. But it's now stopped. So I think it's another case of just having to bash things. Destroying light bulbs to get through the next door. Oh, I didn't have to punch that door, that one just opened. Whew. Nearly dead. Hey, you can charge up on this. Whilst being attacked by mini robots. Whew. There we go. And it's a room full of squishers. I don't think there's any time limit on this, so I can... I can't remember why that bar in the middle, what that means. I can't remember what that's all about. Smashing high voltage CRTs with your hammer fist does not look like a smart thing to do. If you're a hologram, it's fine. Do you have to hit enough enemies? Yeah, certain screens you just have to kill enough enemies, but it's not quite clear. And in certain screens you've got to like smash all the stuff. I would have given up on that much earlier. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's that door. It's just really weird. If you ever leave the power-ups, they turn bad. Is that true? They're all bad on this screen. Yeah, everything's bad. Is he shoving his head into a power outlet to heal up? Yes. The white bar is the leaving of power-ups. Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? That is bad. That's probably explained in the manual. This is a bit of a weird one as well, because it's like he goes down when you're him and goes up when it's the girl. Whoops. So this is where I'm going to get killed a lot. Oh no, down. Yeah, so the guy's supposed to be heavier or something. I don't know. There we go. Made a bit of a botch of that, but it's alright. We're alright. Well, they've been falling and you've not been getting it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? I can't... Let's have a look. Can I headbutt this? Yes. He has a rapid punch as well, doesn't he? You can switch to lasers from it from top right. Oh, yeah. Is it space bar? How do you switch to it? I can't remember. I've got 60 rapid punches. Is it... It's not down. It's going to be a key, isn't it? Right. I don't know what the key is. The rapid punch. And this is the room I was in before. The rapid punch would be good on that dude. This is lots of box breaking. It's quite a slow game, this. It's a lot of turning around and stopping the infinite enemies from getting you. I don't think it's a bad game though, I quite enjoyed it. And the music's good, so that helps. But I never finished it, so it must get unreasonably hard very soon. Ow! Ouch. Is it these that I can't leave? See, look at this, it's always on... Oh, I'm gonna die now. Oh, got past that. Crouch and double or triple click. Really? Oh, it's crouch and double click. Crazy. So now I've got the probably what's called the hammer fist. Yeah, it's crouch and double click. I remember playing it on emulator with cheats on, and the last bit was impossible. Yeah, I don't know how far I've ever got in this game, but it's definitely not to the end. Oh, he's nearly dead already. See, I already nearly got murdered there. Oh. I'm not sure if this big hammer fist thing is actually helping. Maybe it's helping, I don't know. There's so many enemies! Look at this, it's just stupid! Oh, he's dead. That guy's dead already. It's just gone ridiculous in this room already. I'm gonna die! Look at this! Let's get out of this room. Blimey. So I'm nearly dead. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I've got to just kill people in this room. Oh no, I'm in the middle of everyone now. No, I'm gonna die. That's it. I was getting absolutely trounced in that room. I've definitely got past there, but I think I was just supposed to kill people. I should have just stayed in the corner and killed people. Right, we can try something else. That's a good game though. Like I said, it just gets harder and harder. Discs for the win though, honestly. Discs for the win. And it's not like I haven't got a cartridge that could load things off, but I'm doing it off disc. Let's try Powerboat USA. I don't think I've ever played that. Let's try that. I don't know what that is. Powerboat USA. Let's do it. Yes, nearly impossible. What can we say? It's so hot in this room. Powerboat USA, anyone? Is this what you came for? I've got a fan over there, but I just can't feel any effect from it. Whoa! This is cool. This is loading quite fast. What the? Oh my, what the hell is this? Oh my god. Sponsors buffet. Oh, that's basically unreadable. Oh, sponsors buffet is the credits. Hammer Fist is very long for a C64 game. The long play on YouTube is 1 hour 30 minutes. Blimey. Any room you're in is always going to be smoking hot. Yep. Right, let's select the boat. The Don Johnson Special. Yeah, let's have it. And Miami Shoreline. I'm a rookie driver, yeah. I don't need to pit stop. Practice? The race! Oh. Well, how do I qualify? Practice. Probably. You said it was hot. My laptop fan's just ramped up. It is hot. Hey, it's loading. I'm into discs now. Tape's just not working for me. Oh, look at all the sparkles on the screen. I don't know if that's coming from the encoding or if the game's actually doing that. Right, what do we do? Go. This can't be a joystick port 1 game because I just used joystick port 2. Do I have to switch the engine on? Oh, that's pause. Space is pause. Whoa, I pressed enter and nearly deafened myself. Oh, okay. Can everybody... Oh my word. Does this have gears? Damage. Damage screen. Repair shaft. No spare parts. Disqualify. I have no idea what's going on here. I've never seen this game before. This is the original Wave Race 64. It totally is. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Right. Let's practice again. Course fly through. Show me that. No. Okay. Oh yeah, you can. No, that just goes back to the credits. What? Oh, right. This is actually... I'm not doing this. This is the tutorial, I think. Top Gun cigarette. Wait, is he going to pick the boat now? Yeah. Are all the courses going to look the same? I always had 2 joysticks connected to my C64, so I never had to swap. It's definitely a Port 2 game, but... Well, I'll tell you what, we are losing sync. Oh, an experienced driver. Okay. Rod Snoddy. Oh, wait a minute. Pit stop. I was supposed to put fuel in. Was I? Oh, you could put spare parts in there. I didn't know that. Oh my god, what is this? I can already tell I'm not going to be playing this game. How does a cat compare with a vehicle? Okay. Right, it's just going to play for me, I think. I suppose that's like the tutorial. It's just showing you what to do. Right, what's it doing now? Oh, there's other boats. Oh, what the hell? Should we load something else? This is just insane. This game's insane. Does a boat have gears? As it did say you were over-revving the engine. I don't know. Let's not go for Powerboat USA. Let's not do that. When it loads in a minute, it's all going to fail. Powerboat USA, crazy. Hey, we've got Midnight Resistance. I'm gonna try that. Oh my word, that's got to be the capture box doing that. Oh, it's the loading. Whew. Feels so much nicer to load from disk. Trivial Pursuit, I've got it in there. Yeah, I've got it on disc. I don't think we'll do Trivial Pursuit today, though. I'm going to have to stop in a bit. I'm so hot in here. It's just crazy. It's going towards 29 degrees in here. I've got a fan over there, but it's just not doing anything. Stop before all this equipment overheats. And I overheat. Anyway, we busted out the Commodore 64. Hey! Got two fans throwing 30 degrees air in my face. It's better than the fan I've got over there that's throwing no degree air in my face. I'm going to point it in a different direction. I don't think it's even pointed at me. Oh, well, maybe I can feel it on my legs a bit now. Oh, my word. Hey, that's nice. Use a joystick and port too. Hey, it's telling me the keys. Oh yeah, I can feel the fan on me now. I should have done that way earlier. $19.90. Hey, here we go. Oh, let's get the auto fire on. Look at that jump. Whoa. That is a jump. There was a lot of watching some like videos. People were saying that Ocean did a load of rubbish games, which I think they did, but they just did a lot of games, didn't they? So they weren't all rubbish. Not that I remember. Did Rainbow Islands, that wasn't rubbish. Published a load of games, that is. So the Midnight Resistance is taking place during the day. Yeah, not on the Amiga though. It's really dark on the Amiga, this game. I think it's a botched up port. Ceiling fan and pedestal fan, still too hot. Well, I'm a lot cooler now the actual fan is pointed at me. It wasn't pointed at me at all. Whoa, that is a jump. That is like a Mario jump. Oh, you can... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at this, you can do like full 360 shooting. Oh my word. Already there's a boss. Oh, that's why you need the massive jump. Look at that, we've already got a sprite flickering going on. Too many sprites! Ah! I know there's a guy up there. There you go, he's dead! This is pretty impressive for a Commodore 64 game. Right, what shall I buy? Bullets. Missiles, bullets, shower. Extra something. Full auto. What is the what's this? Shall I get bullets? Oh, that did work. And what's a shower? I don't know what that is. Oh, and an extra. Let's get that too. Extra heart. Extra life, yeah. Uh-oh. Is this... Right. I don't know what's good about these... Wasn't there a three-way gun in this? Hey, it's loading. Guys, some good quads for that jump. I think he's on like a different planet. He needs different gravity. Hey, different music. Oh my word. What's the point in the hearts if he's just going to murder me? Oh, that is a heart. Oh my god, it's brutal. Oh, this guy again. Oh, I'm stuck in like a crouch mode. Get out of that. He dead. He fires that little grenade when he dies. He should have done that while he was alive. Oh, that just walking right into them. What does the shower do? Is that... Oh, it's a spacebar thing. Oh my word. Oh! Oh, it's a crawling section. Jesus. I am going to be dead on the next hit. Oh my word. Let's give them the shower. Oh, that worked. I'm actually quite impressed. Fighting cogs. This is what we were doing in Turrican, wasn't it? How do we get down here now? Oh, I shoot it. You have to shoot the floor. That is one big job. Have you got a CRT and light gun? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thought I'd be able to shoot the bullets. Wasn't keen on this bit with the multi-directional controls. Yeah, it's a bit tricky sometimes. I do not have I don't have a CRT or a light gun. Give it another go. Was this an arcade game? Yes, I remember playing it in the arcade, actually. Played it at least once in an arcade, back in the day. And this is actually, from what I remember, quite similar to the arcade. Apart from the graphics are rubbish. You know, more rubbish on the Commodore 64. It had that shop thing where you had to jump and get your guns or whatever. But that's Ocean for you. They license the hell out of anything. Anything they could get their hands on. Jump. It's just bonkers. It's quite hard to get out of the prone position sometimes. Whoa. Ah, don't walk into the tank. Oh my god. Yes, it was an arcade first. Mega Drive probably has the best home port. Mega Drive's got the best of a lot of home ports, hasn't it? It's very good port indeed for the C64. Better than the Amiga. Yeah, the Amiga version's screwed up. It's got like a really dark screen. Would have liked to see them license Sense and Sensibility. They license everything. Some Ocean games were great, but others were Jurassic Park. Others were Jurassic Park. One-shot kill, yeah. I'm a one-shot kill in this. What does that do? I don't know what that does. This full auto thing's rubbish. I think that's the best we can get. Maybe I want this. Flamethrower. Maybe. I don't know. It's good to see the old disk drive back in action, though. Oh my word. Oh, the auto-fire doesn't work with the flamethrower. Just so you know. Whoa, what the hell? The flamethrower is not the best. Uh-oh, I'm going to be in trouble now. Oh no, I'm not. The flamethrower was good against him. He didn't stand a chance. Jeez. It's just lethal, isn't it? It's like once you start jumping, you just... Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have picked the flamethrower. Whoa, that guy appeared out of nowhere. Well, it's one of those things again, isn't it? It's like, it's got good music. And like I said, I think if I'd have played this back in the day, I'm not sure if I did, I would have been pretty happy with this. Oh, it's hard to steer this thing. Oh, that was close. This bit was probably better in the arcade, but it just seems a bit weird here. Right, let's see if I can do any better. I've only got 2 lives left. Oh my god. Oh, did it? Let's shoot this manhole cover. Flamethrower sounds like aliens, yep. Or, I don't know if you've seen the new Ballerina John Wick film. Whew. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it. Uh-oh. What am I going to do? I can't get this guy. I've got him. Don't worry. I made it further. That's what they wanted with these kind of games, isn't it? Get a little bit further each time and then get done in. Weird to not have a timer, yeah. I suppose a lot of arcade games just had a timer just so you didn't leave a game running forever, but they could have got rid of a lot of timers on home ports if it wasn't important. You want to see it, not seen it yet? Yes, I can highly recommend it. It's very good. What did that do? I don't know. What does Nitro do? Maybe I'll get Nitro. Oh, that's a special thing. I'm going to load again in a minute. Maybe we'll get some new music. I don't know if Commodore 64 disc games, they ever did anything different for them, like put different music on if they knew they were on disc, so they could like load more stuff in. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, flying things. What does Nitro do? Oh, it does that. Oh, but pressing the spacebar means I'm dead because I had to take my hand off the controls. Oh, that's not good. It's funny, it's called full auto because it fires if you just hold the button, but if you put the auto fire on, it fires even faster. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god. I've only got one life left. Get past this. Oh. Oh, that worked. Try to use my little bomb things. Oh, did that just appear? Oh, I'm trying to walk off it, but you can't move. Oh my god. Flying dudes, these are the ones from RoboCop. Oh, this isn't good. Everything that's happening here is not good. Oh, I landed on a bullet. I thought that was it. I thought it was game over. No. How many alien bloody people are they sending at me? Every time I point up to shoot, oh my word. No. That's ridiculously hard because every time I jumped or moved it or fired, it stopped moving the lift. Well, that. Oh, look at that. Shadow Warriors is on the other side. Let's just have a quick go at that. Might have good music, that one. Don't know. Let's see. Oh, is it the Amiga version that had good music on this? I've got this on tape as well, actually, this game. This is not a good game. It's not a good game at all. The C64 couldn't load more in than the memory allowed. You would sequentially load and run. At least it could do that with a 1541. You could do it with tape, but... In fact, they did it with tape, didn't they? But it's just easier with a disc because you've got the... You'd have to rewind and do the reset the counter and all that nonsense. Plus, it's supposed to load faster. But whether this is the lights on this. Oh, there we go. There's no sound. That is the cover for the box. They're all 1990 games. Amazing the Commodore 64 was still going well in 1990. That's like 8 years after its release. It's impressive stuff. It had a good life. Floppy disks for the win. 100% floppy disk to win. If you think about it as well, the floppy disk, it's really just a tape, but it's stored on a disk. It's the same concept, really. It's just slightly easier to access. I think this is loading. This has not got a fast loader. It's got the lights on the front. I can hear it stepping the heads very slowly. Wow, if it's stepping ahead that slowly, that's crazy. I like your C64 setup and see improvements. I like your C64 setup and see improvements. There is a demo free spin running on the 1541 disk drive hardware on itself. Oh, what's that? It's like, oh yeah, I seem to remember somebody did a demo that ran on the hard drive, on the disk drive, sorry. Because the disk drive's actually basically got a computer in it. That's why they were so expensive. There's an actual 6502 in there, and there's a bit of memory, and there's a ROM, and there's nearly a whole computer in there. Well, there is a whole computer in there, really. On disk you get random access. Yeah, that is what you get. You get faster access just slightly on the Commodore 64. And you get random access. I have Midnight Resistance as part of a compilation called Night Moves. That's what this is. That's what this disc is. It's Night Moves. No idea what that means. Shadow Warrior, Sly Spy, Nightbreed, and the others. Yeah, they just Ocean did a compilation pack. They called it Night Moves, and it's Midnight Resistance, and I think Sly Spy because you spy at night. And Shadow Warriors is shadows at night, kind of. You'd have shadows during the day. I don't know. Ninjas mugged by Nobby. The music's better on the Amiga one. It's not bad, but the Amiga's got a really good tune on this one. Thank God for Nobby. He mugged many ninjas. I like the colour textage on. Okay. Yeah, I had this game back in the day and was very disappointed by it. It was rubbish. It's one of these Commodore 64 games, if I remember rightly, where you can only get like 2 enemies on the screen at once or something because they're so limited on sprites. And I think it's this, yeah. They never worked quite that well, these beat-em-ups on the home computers. They never worked as well as the arcades. See, this isn't loading that much faster than tape, I would think. But it's not that much faster. Right, here we go. Look at this. He's got the high res sprite as well. So yeah, so they've used a low res sprite for the guy, and then they've stuck a high res sprite over the top. So and he might be 2 sprites, so they might have used 4 sprites for this dude here. That's a possibility. Whoa, and you just walk into this and he does that. So with this guy, there's 6 sprites now, and then with that guy, there's 8. So I think that's the limit. I bet you can't get any more. Whoa. But you can't. Oh, he moves so slowly. Oh, come on. It's absolute shit. You can't hit anybody. He's just punching and he's not doing anything. Right. So I think that's one of the problems with the game is like it's just like that's the number of sprites they've got. So you can see where the 8 sprites have gone. 4 for my guy, 4 for the enemies. Oh, he did. Why doesn't he turn around? Unfortunately, I think such a camp walk. Yeah, it's Klaxer. I used to play Klax on the Commodore 64. Hey, Hammer Fist is awesome compared to this. Yes, correct. Did you pledge for The Last Ninja on Kickstarter? I personally went for the highest tier to get everything. Oh my god, you are crazy. You are absolutely crazy. No, I didn't. I was never that into the game, unfortunately. It sounded great. The graphics were brilliant. But it's just never that into the game. And I think that's the problem for me. It's like, well, it's better than this. Let's put it that way. It's better than this game. Whoa, I don't know what I just did there. Oh, I did firing up. Oh, it's just really poor. Oh, God, for God's sake. Yeah, it's just like, what is happening here? He moves so slowly up and down. There we go. Yeah, it's just, this game's just not good. See, what are these guys doing? Look. Are they making it round? Here they come. It's just like, the way he moves is so weird. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. Now there's more than 2 guys. So they can do this. Has it all gone 2D now? So have they exceeded the sprite limits? How are they doing that? What is happening here? Maybe those guys are drawn into the background then, I don't know. Maybe they're not sprites. Oh, what is happening? It's just, it's just like impossible. He kicks the wrong way. I don't know how I'm supposed to know which way to kick. He's kicking that way. I can't get him to kick the correct direction. There we go. So I take it back. They could do more sprites, but they've just decided not to. Oh, it's just awful. Just what is going on? Oh, and then he walks past me and I can't hit him. Right, I can't hit him. He's too close. Oh my word. That took me half an hour to hit 2 guys. I'm not doing this. He's walking on his own. Uh-oh. So they can do... Oh, is that a double-size sprite? I don't know how they're doing it, because then they couldn't do more than 2 enemies, and then they can. Maybe they're doing double-size sprites. Oh my word, it's just controls like garbage. It's just the enemies, look, they just follow you like totally mechanically. Look, if I move up, they go up. Oh, the game's gone really slow as well, I think. Oh my word. Ouch. Oh, that jump is useless. Yeah, you can tell I'm not a fan of this game. Oh, it's like you're fighting through sludge. See, you don't want to get these guys here because you'll just get battered. But if you move, they just go to a place where you can't hit them. Right, let's try this. Come on. No, he's gone past me. He just walks through me. No, that's not hitting them. So you've got to be in some kind of absolutely perfect place to hit them. Nope, can't hit that guy. It's just not hitting anyone. Nope, I can hit the big guy. Oh, it's just bloody awful, isn't it? I'm running out of time. It's taking so long to hit these guys. It's just not fun at all. Who played this and thought this was fun? Sprite multiplexing same characters. Yeah, I don't know. They mustn't be multiplexing because they're putting they put loads of sprites on the same line, so they can't all be sprites. Some of them must not be sprites. If you can't hit them, they can hit you. I don't know. They don't seem to be able to hit you either, but it's not good. They are like your shadow. Yeah, it's just like the enemy just goes, oh, he's going up, go up. He's going down, go down. Am I supposed to go in there? Oh. Yeah, it's just really hard work. Now, I think the arcade game was actually quite good. I think it was better than this. But this port is... I don't think it was great on any platform, to be honest, but this one's probably one of the worst. It is Shadow Warriors. Yeah, they are like your shadow. Well, it is what it is. But that was level 1. That was tedious. It was proper tedious. And that's the... Is that going to be all the music? Here we go. So yeah, they've got more than... They've got more than 2 dudes. I think like this... Oh, just like... Just the mechanics of it are just like, oh my god. It's just the fact I can't punch them either. There we go, I got one. So it's like they have got... Yeah, and when you walk into things, he does a backflip, which is really annoying. It's just absolute crap. Well, look at this. It's like... Look what the enemies do. I mean, come on. What is happening here? If I go up, they go up. Go down. They come down. It's just chronic. It's like, who shipped this? Did they like run out of memory to do code for the AI? They must have done. Well, I say they must have done. I don't know. It's chronic. Oh, and then just hitting them is like, it's a mystery. Let's see if we can hit this guy. Got that one. No. And that one. There we go. Oh, and another one came. Whoa. Well, if you want a masterclass on how not to make a... what do they call them? Fight and go right? Is that what they call them? This is the game to play. It's just not fun. Sorry, but it's not fun. Are you sure it's not supposed to be an interpretive dance game? Maybe this is the Hungarian sorting dance. I didn't know. They do have spandex on, and they are moving with you. Yep, maybe this is Hungarian sorting. It's just even the main character. Like, this is me doing a push from the bottom of the screen to top. It takes like a whole second to go that far. It's like crazy. Just looks like the Hungarian sorting. That's what I was saying. Looks like the Hungarian sorting dance from earlier. However bad the game is, I am not able to code some kind of game for Commodore 64. Well, if you had the time and were being paid, you would do it. Or maybe that's what these people were. They were probably, to be honest, they were probably just not given enough time. But, yeah. Either way, this got published. It is, oh my word. Let's just keep walking right. Let's see what happens. I think you can do a double tap, can you? No? Oh, it just stops there now. It's like you hit them once and then they walk past you and you can't do anything then. Oh, it's like that. It's like you've got to be far enough away to hit them, but not so close that he doesn't hit them. Ow, he does like a little, he cries a little when he gets hit. Oh, and that's... Yeah, you can do these moves that appear to be useless as well. I don't think there's any point in doing them. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, I just got my head kicked in. Well, that's it. We're just back on the titles. Time is my problem. Yeah, that's the thing. You could make a game like this, you know, given enough time. You could do it. These games will probably they probably were made in a very short amount of time, like probably too short. So the computer is limited, and the time to make the game was short, and they probably didn't get paid a lot. But it doesn't stop the game from being rubbish, which is that's the problem, isn't it? But look, they put a lot of effort into that tap screen. So yeah, it's a shame, but you can see why this ended up on a compilation. I remember this was always crap back in the day. 1990. Midnight Resistance was alright though. But that, no. I've got that on cassette. I think I bought that back in the day. I gave Ocean money for that game. Yeah. That is... Oh, there was 3 discs for this compilation. Sliced by... Oh my word. Well, how about USA probably would have been better than that game. There you go. But the Amiga version's pretty much the same, but it's got better music. Programming on the C64 is fun. I used to do it a lot. Though in late years I haven't done much programming. I still remember most of it though. Yeah. It's a nice, probably a nice little computer to program for. But yeah, I suppose when you're making a game, there's a lot to do, and it can come out rubbish. That game, it could be good, but yeah, I reckon back in the day, I don't know how the development cycle worked, but I bet a lot of these people were saying it was like, we've got a game and it's got to be out in like 3 months. Can you do it? And they're like, I'll do it for this much money. And that'd be it. They just have to get the game out in 3 months or something like that. I can't imagine they spent huge amounts of time on it. So I think that would be part of the problem. Ocean were probably pumping out the games. And sometimes you'd get lucky and it'd be a game, and sometimes they'd have a previous game that they've repurposed and made it, work somehow. But this just looks like one of those things where the computer wasn't up to it and they weren't given much time. I'll let them off for it. Andy Ware and Ivan Dimbleby, I'll let you off. But it doesn't make it fun. If I was as smart as a kid, I would learn 68K assembly. 68K assembly is not that difficult to learn. It's the learning how to make the thing you're making is the hard part. But because even now I'm programming bits of 68K assembly and I've forgotten it all, but I'm picking it up reasonably quick. It's like, oh, that's how you push things onto the stack, and oh, that's how you load this, and oh, but you still forget a lot. E.T. is a good example of a rushed game. I think, back in the day, I think most games were rushed. Like, almost everything you played was rushed out. Especially if it's a licensed game that came out with a film and stuff like that. It's like, it's got to be out by this time, or it's got to be out by Christmas. I think you'd find that loads of games were rushed. GTA 6 example of not a rush game. Yeah, and you get that a lot nowadays where they're not rushing games, but I think back in the day we weren't aware of development cycles, of how long games took to make and stuff like that, so you didn't really know. But I think a lot of games were just pumped out really quick on very low budgets, even ones that had a big license. Because I know there's a thing where they talked about cannon fodder, and I think cannon fodder was it over a year to do that? But they did say, like, oh, if they put something in a game and it wasn't good, we took it out. And that meant that it had to take more time. Because they try something, didn't work, okay, take it out of the game. But if you've been given like 3 months to get this game out the door, it's got to be out by Christmas or by the time the movie comes out. You're not going to do that. You're going to be like, well, we've put this in, we've got to keep it now because we've got to move on to the next thing that we've got to get working in the game, like, the credits or the titles or the loader or whatever. Or getting the music in. But yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because I don't know if people played that. They must have played it and then said, okay, Ocean, we've got the game, it's ready. And I don't think Ocean must have played it and gone, oh, but it's rubbish. They must have just gone, okay, well let's just get it out now because then people buy it and we can get enough money to get the next game. So it's definitely not great in some of the development cycles, but then some of the stuff is obviously really good, and that's probably just because it had more time put into it, because it had more time. I know some of those like Creatures and Retrograde and all those games by Thalamus, they were really good, but they seemed to take quite a while to develop, and obviously they put a lot of effort into the game. They made sure it was fun. So yeah. What cartridge you use to play the SIDS? It's just this. I bought this ages ago. It's this back bit. It's basically just can load stuff off an SD card. It's got an SD card in it. So but it doesn't always work. It doesn't always boot up. But I think that's the Commodore 64. I don't think it's the cartridge. There you go. So those SID tunes, those D64s are disk images, and I made those with I think it's a tool that's in Vice emulator. There's a tool for making disk images, I think. And there's the high voltage SID collection, which I can't use because there's 7-zip that's on there, but is it this one I had? So it's just emulating this 1541. And that was the one we had, wasn't it? But I don't know I'd recommend this because it can't do everything. Because it can only... They've got like a set of games that they've got. But you can't just load anything from it because it has to hook into the... I think it's overwriting the ROM routines to get it to pretend to be a 1541. But if the game or whatever you're loading didn't use the ROM routines, it doesn't work. So there's a subset of things you can do with this. But you can... load stuff like this. It's not like it doesn't work. And I think they've changed it now. I think it's different. Just unpack the 7-zip on your PC and copy it to the SD card. Yeah, probably is. I've actually done that? No. No, I haven't. But there you go. I think I did it on the PC to make these D64s, didn't I? Have I just loaded the wrong one again? Whoops. I've loaded the wrong one. This one. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, what have we got on here? Oh, Retrograde. That's the game I just mentioned. So these guys made some brilliant games. But they didn't do licensed games. They just made a game, and I think that's the thing. When you're making a licensed game, or you're making a game for a film or a game for an arcade, when you're doing an arcade, it's like, well, it's got to be the arcade, so you're kind of limited in what you can do. Whereas if these guys just made like, we're going to make a game that's like a shooting game, but you run around, you go underground, you plant bombs, they could just do anything they wanted, so if it didn't work, they could just do something different. And that's not true about all of them. Ghouls and Ghosts is quite good. And that's a arcade game port. Yeah, I remember playing this back in the day, Retrograde. It's quite good. Right then, I think we're going to leave it there. It's 29 degrees in this room now, so I'm going to need to cool down. Blimey. I think I'm sitting in a puddle of my own sweat. Right, well, thanks for tuning in for the Commodore 64 stream. It's been good to get the Commodore 64 out again. And thanks for the 100 Donkey Kong credits. For my patience. Thank you very much. £11.47 it says. I'll use it to buy treats for the dog. Stack the treats up. Thanks for opening your big house to us. Right, I'm going to check your pockets on the way out. Have you been stealing my spoons? I feel like as I am reading the Dragons of Eternity at the moment with Tasselhoff. They always have to check his pockets for spoons. If you don't know who Tasselhoff Burfoot is, then this won't make any sense. But you would check his pouches for your spoons and your silverware when he leaves. Check the silverware, yeah. Right. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? Does anybody know that? It's not a video game thing. It might be. Hey, it's Mark Stevenson. I'm on the C64, but I'm just leaving. You've just turned up. You just turned up. No, you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, never mind. Look up Tasselhoff Barefoot. He will steal your silverware. Him off Baywatch. Dragons of Autumn Twilight. Look up that. That's what. He's a Kender in Dungeons and Dragons, and he's always stealing stuff. Although he doesn't think he's stealing stuff. He just thinks he's borrowing it indefinitely. Right. Right. Sorry, Mark, but we're already going. It's too hot. We gotta go get some sleep. Right. Thanks for joining in. You had that. You had one of these. Yes. The C64C, the cost-reduced one. These are super reliable, so I bet whichever one you had, I bet it still works, even if you don't still have it. Unless you like put it under a truck or something. Right then, thanks for joining in. Time to go beddy bobs.